situation with the Washington Commanders and their star wideout Terry McLaurin remains fluid. Let's listen to what Commanders head coach Ron Rivera said last week about the possibility of trading McLaurin.
No, he's subject to the rules, and we'll go from there. But we, give you guys a little tidbit. We've been talking with his folks probably the last week, and working on some stuff, and hopefully it'll be taken care of in a matter of time. All right. How much time? Don't know, but it's never contentious. I can promise you that much. So we're feeling pretty good and pretty confident at some point this will get done. Okay. When a player like this does make the impact he's made, and not just on the football team, but around the community and everything, you have to be able to take care of that guy so everybody understands that this is the type of player we want. This is how guys that do it this way, and so that's why. And I've said this, we're not trading Terry. We're everything we're doing is we're trying to get this done. And like I said, just to tell you guys, we've been talking with these guys for over probably the last 7-8 days. And we intend to do this because we believe in who Terry is for us and what he can bring to the table.
B-Mac, I want to come to you here first. We talked about Debo's role in that 49ers offense. How important is Terry McLaurin to this Commanders offense, especially with a new quarterback in Carson Wentz?
Very, very important. He's been one of the most consistent players they've had on the offensive end over the last 2 years. And think about this, guys. We saw the numbers that he's been able to provide since getting drafted in 2019. But he's been able to do so without efficient, consistent quarterback play. That's the unique thing about Scary Terry. He's been scary with, at best, average quarterback play. And that could be a bit far-fetched for me to say when you talk about some of the issues we've seen from Washington at that spot. But yet and still, Terry has been able to deliver, not just in the end zone, but moving the chains as well. So he's a very, very valuable piece to what they do. And you heard Ron talk about what he means in the locker room, what he means in the community. So me personally, especially now having Carson Wentz, who talent-wise, when it comes to the potential that Carson has, it's safe to say he's probably the best quarterback option that Terry will have the luxury of playing with in his early career. His numbers should definitely improve. They should increase. So me personally, he's very, very valuable for a team that has been trying to find that consistent stride. And you don't want to lose a player like him at all, because they're very, very rare to come around, especially when you talk about not just being good on the football field, but also being good in the locker room.
Ron Rivera says, they're confident they can get a deal done, but JJ, reports are saying they're still miles apart here when it comes to the numbers.
I don't know if they're miles apart, but one of the good things that you have with Ron Rivera, who is so truthful with the media, is he's so truthful with the media. And so you can take him at his word. And because you can take him at his word here, that things were moving in a good direction and that they were on the right track and all the things that he said about Terry McLaurin last week, you'd like to think that the Commanders wanted this deal done last week during minicamp. That, whether he actually got out on the football field or not and caught passes from Carson Wentz, that, you get the deal done, he gets the pomp and circumstance, you guys get the press release, an organization that really needs good press right now, the Washington Commanders, and that could have happened last week. It did not. And so I don't know that they are miles apart. I think that you have Terry McLaurin, who, and Jeremy, we just talked about this with the wide receiver market ballooning like it has. Where is Terry McLaurin and his representation going to win in this contract? Is it going to be the highest AAV? No, it's probably not after just 3 years in the league. Is it going to be highest guarantees? It's probably not going to get up in that $75 million in guaranteed money. However, can you get to that $70 million mark that Stephon Diggs is at rather than the $75 that Cooper Kupp is at? Where can you win in the first 3 years of guaranteed money? That's where I think that has to get figured out. The Washington Commanders very clearly felt good about the contract offer they had on the table for Terry McLaurin by evidence of what Ron Rivera had to say last week. And so whether McLaurin wants to sort of drag this out until the start of training camp, that's possible. That's his right, and that's his negotiating leverage. But as you heard Ron Rivera say, they're not going to trade him. I believe a deal will get done. They just don't have to get a deal done now because, well, everybody's going on summer vacation.
Yeah, Commanders 7-10 last year. They were third in the NFC East. Lead NFL insider Jonathan Jones, two-time Super Bowl champion Bryant McFadden with the latest news and insight into wide receivers who are looking for new contracts. Thank you very much, gentlemen. For more from the NFL and the latest on the Deshaun Watson situation and, of course, the retirement of Ron Gronkowski, check out the Pick Six podcast. Will Brinson and the Super Friends breaking down all the latest from the league. Download and follow the Pick Six pod wherever you get your preferred podcasts.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.